the haunted. This is the story of Obi and Atiku. How the hunter became the haunted. The story of Obi and Atiku. I salute you wherever you are. We are live and direct. Uh, Welcome to the City Boy movement. My name is Akparawa Nsima, the first son of Idu. I'm from Akwa Ibom. You see, our job is always for us to fight in order to defend and to protect our land. This is a sad story, the sad story of Obi and Atiku, how the hunter became the hunted. Over some weeks now, months, I would say, we have seen lots of propaganda of Obi and Atiku. But today, the is the story of the hunter, suddenly became the hunted. Are you getting me now? So Obi and Atiku, all of them, trying to accuse the city boy, running all kinds of things, thinking that it's going to affect the city boy. But today, they have actually became the haunted. We suddenly discover some people already know it. Many people already know it. So when I say suddenly, it doesn't mean it has not been there. You understand me? So the people that have been running propaganda themselves, they are the people that they have committed the highest. They don't even have certificate. If the certificate that they have, their own, is fake. I salute you wherever you are. Okay. The sad story of Obi and Atiku, how the hunter became the hunted. I'm so much enjoying this drama because we told them that follow who no road. They think say na joke. You understand me? We told them follow who no road. They can't think say na joke with the joke. I salute you wherever you are. We are live and direct. The time now is almost 9 a.m., 57 minutes past 8 a.m., right? Here I am. And it's going to be, and today's date is the 16th of October, 2023. Okay. I'm so much happy that Obi and Atiku, they are beginning to learn their lessons. Are you getting me now? Obi and Atiku are beginning to learn their lessons. Why Obi and Obingos and Bingos? Obingos and Bingos, they are asking us every day, what is the exchange rate? Because they don't have sense. Every day they say, what is the exchange rate? What is the exchange rate? I mean, let me tell you to do import and export business. Every time you say, what is exchange rate? What is exchange rate? Import and export business. But you say you are not from Nigeria. You say you don't want to be part of Nigeria. You say Nigeria is a zoo. You condemn the country. You want be fraud. You want propaganda. You want to be. Look at you. See, Obi cannot even turn the region, the southeast region, to become even Anambra State. Obi cannot even make Anambra State to be a place where somebody can envy and say, oh, I want to go and live in Anambra. My brother, we are so much happy for what is going on right now. Abiola Hassan, thank you very much. I see you. God's, is it? No. Ajibsin Pira, I see you. Good morning, Isima, my man, and happy to hear from you this morning. Yes, I'm always here. I'm listening to the story. I'm just laughing at them because we have defeated them, guys. There's no need to join them and make noise. I believe by now they're supposed to see. I see you, my queen, Esther Kaba. I see you. Adediji Demola, he that lives in a glass house shouldn't throw stone. It's so sad that Atiku and Obi today, they are the one crying. Nobody is touching them. Oh, nobody is doing them anything. They are the one crying. Anyways, um, let me just Onye Dima Nazu. Look at what I'm saying now. This one say, how much is dollar to naira, pounds to naira, dirhams to naira, all currencies to naira? Can someone tell me if we are going forward or backward? This is another criminal from the southeast. He's asking me how much is naira, how much is this, how much is that. My brother, how much is naira, how much is that your currency? Go and sleep. Uh, Abayomi Adewale, good morning. I see you. Haji Gaf, I see you. Uh, Kalas, Takalas, right? I see you. Yahaya Adeyinka, please have morning to you. I salute you wherever you are. Thank you very much for joining us. I see you. I see you. Nuruddin, I see you. Onyedima say, I am not a politician. I'm for a better Nigeria. Tell yourself the truth. The country is not getting any better. Neither will it get better with Obi. If you feel that the country is not getting better, it can never get better with Obi. Let Obi go and help Anambra people. Anambra people, they are crying every day. If Obi have leadership, he should go and first of all make Anambra to be the best place. You understand me? Go and first of all make Anambra to be the best place now. Anambra is bleeding. We are aware of what is going on in Anambra, especially the whole of the southeast. So go and make the southeast to be better first before you can think of Nigeria. Are you getting me now? So if you cannot make the southeast to be better or Anambra to be better, you can't do anything. You can't make noise. So you are telling me you are not a politician. What are you? You are not a politician. You are pushing Obi on all of us. A bunch of criminals. Look at now. The story has changed. All of you are mute. You are ashamed of yourself. Obi now. We are asking him, where is your WAEC? The one we saw is fake. The result of WAEC and certificate from which university is not the same, because you run propaganda. You know, the story is that Obi is using his bro. Hey! They say Obi is using his brother's certificate. Hey! I don't even want to go there. It's a shameful thing. Atiku himself. Atiku, they say primary school certificate is different from WAEC certificate. The name, all of them. Why? I don't understand. So what did you hope to achieve? At the end of the day, now you they cry, now you they weep. It's a very shameful thing. 10 kobo, Gobo, Utah. I see. Tell them. Thank you very much. I see you. So Atiku now they cry now. So Atiku not even get certificate. Che, yeah. I salute you, Murphy. What happened? Something.
Is it thief? What do you call it? Goat thief. First way the thief goat, they go Lagos, we go catch first way thief ram.
Yes. Wow.
Obi a very funny person. Everything about Obi is lie. Guys, me the year rumor now say they want to put his name for Guinness Book of Records.
Guinness Book of Records for lying or what? Because I don't understand.
The greatest liar in Africa.
Oh my God. This is a terrible situation, my brother. Why?
When I see you, the dog, Obi. See, the truth of the matter is that I have to say my own opinion.
Okay.
The reason why Atiku did not win that election landslide is because of P2B and Akwankwaso.
P2B and Akwankwaso, okay.
And they are all PDP members. They betrayed themselves. So what did they surprise me? I have to say my mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
All those obidiots, whether they're obidiots or whether they call, I don't know their name.
Obingos.
Obingos. They come out for the
yeah.
They shout Obi go wait for court. They don't wait for president. No, they don't shout Obi. Now, Atiku, they call the support for Chicago University. Imagine me say, there's any time when this people support something, that thing will never get.
Okay.
A failure really come from inside. These people hijack NSAS. NSAS was peaceful. At the end of the day, NSAS end in a misery.
Okay.
You understand? So
yeah.
So they still come out again. They support this Obi. Obi na misery there 0/100.
Okay.
Okay, if you know, say, is Obi come make a video, he said people not get results. If somebody not get results, not the court will go. Na social media, if you want to talk. I expect as matured as Obi, he still behave like primary school students. Even some primary school students, they are very intelligent.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying now? Okay, you as a presidential candidate, you call yourself presidential candidate. You call it make live, what do they call it, live broadcast. You say, this person not get results. What do they call it, President Tinubu not get results. Why you not go court, go challenge as you not get results? Why you come the talk, you say, we can't identify his name. Why you not go court?
Nadia, the guy is spoiling career. Obi don't finish. Forget it. He destroy his life.
See what they have for Lagos now. We try to talk this in that and they don't hear. Lagos is a Yoruba land. It's not a no man's land. This is what I stay in Lagos for 7 years. Okay, now look what is happening in Lagos now. All the whole market with the Lagos,
Somebody, is it this one now? Ebuka Eze. His name is Ebuka Eze. He say, you are coming closer to your grave, Ebuka Eze. They know how to abuse somebody, my brother. Your brother Obi can never become president. I'm sorry, no matter your abuse.
Mm-hmm. They have for Lagos now,
Yes.
If you put channel news or it did there. Say before the election.
Okay.
We used to join us. We come out and say, look, learn how to respect your host community. If Oye come today your village, they will see respect the community.
Is that supposed to be? That's supposed to be.
When these obedience, they come, they claim their rights. Say Lagos, say you are Rome, act like Europe. They say no, they don't want to act like Roma. Yoruba land for Lagos, una say no one claim now una get America, now una get the whole world. So we tell that they don't hear. Ibu Sanwo-Olu, His Excellency, go meet them for Alaba, plead with them, say look, let us, many of the House of Assembly members, they are Igbos. House of Rep, Igbo. We have been working together as a family. They know I bet you, Mr. Isima, I know I am very close to the Igbos in our history. I bet you this. Go and check Enugu State House of Assembly. If you see any Yoruba man there, in the whole of Southeast, if you see any Yoruba man who is in their House of Assembly, I will give that person 1 million naira. If you find a Yoruba man who is an House of Assembly member in Igbo lands, I give you 1 million. But in Yoruba land, you find Igbo man as a House of Assembly member. Am I lying?
You are even talking too much. You are correct. Now, didn't you see the Igbo man, Ifeanyi Oba? I love intelligent people like all those guys. Ifeanyi Oba now, the guy don't come out, he don't enter APC. My brother, see, always mark my words. Remember what I've said. I said in the next 4 years, there will be no opposition. If you want to be relevant, there will be no opposition. I'm just telling you, the brother Ifeanyi Oba has moved to APC. And look at the statement Ifeanyi Oba said. Ifeanyi Oba said there is no other politician in the Southeast that is more prominent than Ifeanyi Oba. I remember Ifeanyi Oba, even when I was a student in Unizig, how he started. He has tried many times to become a governor. He failed. But I believe that he's already positioning himself to become that governor. I'm telling you. Ifeanyi Oba said, even in his statement, as he moved to APC from Labour Party, is it like YPP? I think it was in YPP to APC. He said that every Igbo man, the wealth of Igbo man, 80% of it is from Lagos. 80% of the wealth of Igbo man is from Lagos.
You are not far from the truth. See,
it's what he said. This is not far from the truth. I'm not truth. This is not a statement from me.
No,
this is what Ifeanyi Oba said. He knows better.
You are not far from the truth. You are not far from the truth.
Yeah.
That is an English language. You see what I was telling you just now? You see what when this our obedient family said that Lagos is a no man's land. So do you know what the owner of the land, which are the Oduduwa people? Since these people are calling our land a no man's land, we will tell them that we own the land. Look at what they are doing now. They close Ladipo markets, they destroy them, rebuild them again. The ownership of the stores now Yoruba, Igbo people want to rent out for their hands. They go all those my brother, go and look at all these estates. Now all those obedience, now if they get the estate, they say they go build the estate for where water, where erosion supposed to pass. They go to build house. That kind of thing. I think anytime we rent it for you can't do everywhere. Then they remove them from
His Excellency Babajide, so he's doing the right thing. They have to break down all those buildings everywhere. Because they are the same people that is making noise. I see, during that election period, They call my program. They were telling us, because we're telling them that Lagos is a model that Nigeria must. They say, oh, look at Lagos, dirty, erosion, flooding. They are the one doing it because they build anyhow, they destroy the place, they do rubbish. But now I like the fact that the president, the governor is taking time to rebuild, to position. There's a plan for every city. That's why I'm telling people, stop buying land, whether you live abroad. You are just doing yourself. Oh, I don't understand. You don't just, somebody will come and give you money and he say, tell you, go and buy land. You just buy land. You don't have sense. Oh, buy house. You know, that is what is going to happen, because for the city to work properly, there must be a proper planning and everything. So I like what Babajide. So I've seen all of that. Rebuilding all the, even in Lekki, the one in Lekki now, some of the buildings they are already going down. You understand? Because that is even it's even in that Lekki there's a lot of flooding everywhere. Yeah.
Their mumu never too much. Never too much. My brother, I mean, I want to ask a question that there's no verse. All those obedience, I don't know, obedience or bingos, where they call them. What did they fight for? What did they fight for? Una do election for Southeast, for my state where I'm from come. Everywhere for that side will be a winner. They ring the election for a no go give Tinubu. Huh? I mean, they ring any election for Igbo land or Edo states, all those obedience.
They know that is what the judges told them now. So where did the rigging take place? Did the rigging only take place in the southwest or in the north? What about in the southeast? They cannot answer. They are stupid. Their mentality is stupid. I tell them that forget all these things that you have. It's not by making noise. It's not this zabu, eyimba. You don't have sense. So if you say there was rigging, where was the rigging? Was there rigging in the southeast? It's a simple mathematics.
One of my friends, one of my senior friends is from our mama in Olu. He went to Nigeria. He just came back. When he was in Nigeria, he called me. When I was telling people on the video, say, my Igbo brothers, Obi, don't listen to him. Or he called me, no, Obi. We live in the same city here in Germany. He came back, saw him about, I think it was 2 days ago, I saw him. I asked me, say, my brother, how market he quiet? I said, I think I will have become president.
But guess what? The biggest problem I have seen now is some of these Obingos and Bingos. Because I don't want to say some of the Igbos. No, it's Obingos and Bingos. Because I have seen intelligent Igbo people like Hobus Odema, Dave Umai, Ifeanyi Oba. Some of these Obingos and Bingos, they live abroad. Guess what? Even those ones that live in the UK, because I meet some of them every day. I meet them every day. The ones that live in the UK, the ones that live in the US, they are even the worst. They are worse than people who live in Nigeria. Because if you live abroad, in the UK or in America, you are supposed to be thinking differently. Do you know what? They are promoting and telling us that Obi is their choice. It's better than Tinubu. I say, okay, fine. If Obi is better than Tinubu, why didn't he win? He's supposed to win now. They say, oh, there was rigging. I asked them, was there rigging in the southeast? I asked them a very simple question. Was there rigging? They cannot answer me. They say, do you know even the worst thing? In this issue of certificate, they say, oh, certificate. I say, oh, no wonder you continue to remain poor. Even if you are in America or UK, you will continue to remain poor. It's the truth. And I tell them every time, see, we are going to see everything at the end of the day. I've told them, President Tinubu will finish 4 years, another 8 years, which is 8 years, and the power return to the north, and the north continue, and that's it. Nigeria will never change. It's not President Tinubu that will change Nigeria if the governors don't change. It's as simple as that. Because that is the way the structure is. President Tinubu have disbursed monies 3 times the normal allocation. Is it not true? What is the governors? What have they done? Look at the governor in my state. That one is the most stupid governor in the name of Pastor Umoino. A big problem to the state.
You mean the new governor?
I'm talking about the new governor now. He's been there for how many months now? He has been receiving money every month. There's nothing. He's not doing anything for the betterment of the people in the state. So the issue now is not about the president of the country. It's about the governors, the people that are directly responsible for everybody in the state. Because the job of the president is to make sure the resources are available. Is that not true? The resources are available in terms of security, resources, and the policies. That is the job of the federal government. And in this case in Nigeria, the federal government have given money to the state governors. Is that not true? If the governors don't do anything, my brother, Nigeria will be the way it is. Even the senators too, they provide money for them, give them everything. They are the ones that are supposed to contribute to the betterment of the state. That is the word. But they are not doing anything. So don't expect any miracle. If the governors refuse to work with the president, there is nothing that will change. Let us mention the states that are working with the federal government. For example, the Lagos state. Lagos is a model, whether you like it or not. Lagos state is a model. Go and see Lagos. They are working in line with the federal government, and they are doing their best to make sure that things are working.
That Lagos you are talking about, if I tell you I am not an APC man, but I love someone who tell the truth. He's doing Lagos. If anybody want to kill me, let them come and kill me. Someone I love him. Let anyone want to die, let him come and transformer. Someone is a man. People will say this man is too quiet, he's not acting, he's dull. But look what he's doing now. Anytime you come from, if you go to Dubai, everybody in the world have house in Dubai, but you cannot say you own Dubai is no man's land. You can't try that nonsense. Can you try that nonsense in Dubai? You say Dubai because everybody owns house in Dubai. You say Dubai is no man's land. My brother, can anybody try these things?
No, you can't try. Don't worry. See, I have told them that you see all this, the criminality of these Biafra people, especially Obi, President Tinubu will tame all of them. See, I can assure you, they will learn a lesson in a very big way.
This is what I have always told people. You see, the reason, I will not lie to you. I have to be honest. The reason why I supported Atiku, the main reason
my brother,
in that election. No, let me tell my own mind. I'm not saying it's not president. I'm not saying the president election is over.
No, I'm not saying you want to say he's the president. Whether you say he's the president, though, you can't make him president. You were sentimental. You told me that the reason why you are supporting Atiku is because of your brother Okowa. Because Okowa, Atiku chose Okowa. My brother, you guys are the one that is causing problem in this country. You understand me? You are among.
You see my brother. I will not offend you.
At the best. No, they tell me all these things.
You see the reason why I supported him? It's because of interest. Politics is all about interest.
Yes, you are correct though.
You're my brother. We're from South. Even though we want quarrel and coded, we take quarrel. We don't quarrel for public. You see, one thing I see about this politics, you see my interest. After the election, you don't ever see me come and call insult our president. The day I do it, I'm an idiot. I can never come out and be insulting my president. After God and government.
You are correct now.
So Tinubu is the president of Nigeria. Even though I did not campaign for him, I know he's the president. I will respect him. You understand? So anybody who is insulting him, I just pity them. Have you ever seen Atiku come out? Atiku Abubakar come out and be insulting Tinubu?
Who? Atiku Abubakar?
He can't try it.
He has insulted our president more. He's one of the biggest criminals. He's insulted our president, that man. He insulted our president. You don't know what that means. You don't know what he has done. He insulted our president.
I will not argue with you. I will believe what you say because in your opinion, I believe, sir. You see, just the people are going on social media making noise, putting themselves. Atiku cannot do that.
I beg, don't promote Atiku here. He's one of the people that have spoiled the country. Nonsense. If you don't know what to talk, don't go there because I go vex for you now. I go say Atiku cannot. Atiku, what else? What kind of insult do you want Atiku when he has insulted our president? Do you know what it means? Running a propaganda because he has money. Where did he take the money from? Money from Nigeria. He took it and go to abroad, America, and say he want to. Do you know that nonsense?
He insulted the president.
So you don't know that Atiku insulted our president by telling us that the certificate of our president is a false certificate. Oh, so you don't know even the letters, my brother. You are not supposed to even mention Atiku on this platform. Atiku is primary school. The name he used is no. I say Atiku. I'm talking about. You are not supposed to mention Atiku on this because he said his primary school certificate is not the name on his primary school. Certificate is not the same with his WAEC. And he came and run a propaganda on social media. My brother, that man, I have to leave you. I better go. Don't make me verse today. I know just one verse. I salute you.
Hello, my brother. Good morning.
Yes, please go ahead.
You see our President Atiku Ahmed Tinubu.
Yes.
He's doing his best. Do you know how much he has given all the governor now? Let me tell you. After he gives them the palliative of 5 billion, he now give them 9 billion naira. So for them to do project for their states. And now, see the stupid people, they will not talk about their governors. This is why we, from a mistake now, we are dragging our governor. Because they are all thieves. They took all those money from the president without doing anything. Can you imagine that? And these people, they are fighting the president every time. They will not allow him to rest. And this man has been doing his best. He has been giving the money to the governor of the state that, okay, the states give this for your people. And they say, in the north, they say that's where they have large population, you understand? After the north took the money for palliative, they give each of their people 1 bag of rice. Go to Ogun State, they didn't give anybody any bag of rice. Maybe they really give them 1 cup of rice. In some other states, nothing like that. We have to drag our governors. Anything, Tinubu has done his best, and he's still doing it now. You understand? All these people, like that your brother that just finished talking about Atiku. Atiku himself is a stupid man. Because he was the one. So can you imagine a whole presidential candidate saying David Rebellion is a good job he's doing? Can you imagine that? Somebody that ran away from the states and you want to become the president of that state. You see all these people doesn't have brain. Can you imagine? Atiku is taking President Tinubu to court. And in school, they said this man came to our school. They give you the transcript. Meanwhile, it's you that your name is everywhere. It's Atiku Kujemi. It's Atiku Sadiq. It's you know all this thing. And Obi joining. After Obi joining, they told Obi his own history now. Obi is using his brother's name. So now we can't talk again. Because Arabandi has called him out. That should come out. He gave him 24 hours. This is 48 hours. Obi hasn't come out to talk. Something that doesn't concern Obi will come out and start talking. Tinubu will come out and introduce himself. Everybody knows Tinubu in Nigeria. Even if you are David, you know who Tinubu is. He's just so stupid, doesn't have brain. And people following him, especially in abroad, they are the most stupid people I've ever seen in my life. Criminal.
I told them now. I told one of them I met somewhere. I told them you are a criminal. I told your stupidity is more than stupid. You are telling me about certificate of President Tinubu. What are you stupid? Are you? What, we don't need, according to the constitution, you don't even need certificate. You don't even need anything to be the president of the country. You has won election, and you guys started running propaganda because you want to castigate him, and in a bid to thinking that you become president of the country. It's never happened. It can never happen. I've assured them it will never happen. Bunch of criminals.
The constitution says anybody who has worked in the military for 10 years, you go to school, you don't go to school, you are eligible to contest for anything in Nigeria. Tinubu has been in government for over 20 years. These people not get brain. No, honestly, they don't have brain. Ah, you know, when I see a big come out, when the way he's talking, I think, this guy, I'm not sure. Oh, he went to primary school. The way he talks is so irritating, it's so annoying. When he talks, he's so. Obi cannot tell me to, if Obi is selling gala, Obi can't convince me to buy the gala from me. Because it's too low. Obi with his low life. Obi is a criminal, big one. You see criminal people, they are quiet, they are waiting for the judgment. After the judgment, I will tell you from this your life now. Obi must go to jail. Let's cut it. Obi is going to jail. All these things that he has done, they overlook it. Since they have been doing the time of Abacha, you understand? Obi will go to jail. Obi is launching IPOB. You see, somebody wants to, like people like Obi, want to be the president of Nigeria. Look where it comes from the southeast. See what they are. In his own house, like this, Obi eyes, they are turning southeast to war zone. Obi he can't do anything to that. But want to turn Nigeria to a new Nigeria. Is that not foolishness? I don't know. Because, you see, oh my God, and all these people in this abroad, in this Europe where we did, if you see the way they carry a view like this angel from God.
Yes, now, criminals are their angels, criminals. That was the same way they promoted Ojukwu. The same thing happened to them. I'm telling you.
These people, they need to wash their blood away and give them a new blood. I don't know. They have this stupidity in their blood. They want everybody to be under their feet. That's the way they are the one that they remove this referendum from Nigeria Constitution. They are the one that remove it. And now they are the ones shouting, referendum. Let me tell you something, my brother. The first president in this country, the first president in Nigeria is Igbo man. The first speaker in Nigeria is Igbo man. The first military president in Nigeria is Igbo man. What do they want? They took all those things and dragged it in the law. Now the people are awake. Now you want to use graduate to take everything back from us. Yeah, they think people are stupid like them. We are not stupid. They want to use this graduate to take South people. In fact, when I hear South is Igbo, this is Igbo. Can you see what Tinubu did to Wike now? He gave Wike everything. So Wike, I know you can do it. Develop Abuja finally. I'm not going to give you money. All the money you generate, use it the way you want it. Can you imagine that?
My brother, don't worry yourself. They will learn their lesson.
And they are going to learn their lesson. They are going to learn it in hard way. Because the way they think their brain is working, their brain is working anti-clockwise. It's going back. When people's brain is going forward, they are using their own to go back. They are using their brain to go back to a deep era. They want to cause another. Are they the only ones suffering in Nigeria? Are they the only ones suffering in Nigeria? Everywhere, every part of the world is like everybody has their own problem. Everywhere, even America we are talking about, America has their own problem. That's why Nigeria too has their own problem.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
All
you
right.
understand, my brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in fact, I'm tired of them, honestly. They should just try and let this man work. It's just like, I'm just praying like the Supreme Court will just give their verdict and then because they will continue everything in Nigeria. Because nobody knows, I don't know Tinubu but he's doing his best now to make Nigeria great. Why you people disturbing him?
Ojukwu, a criminal. A criminal. Look at somebody in the comment section. He said, I'm playing with Ojukwu. Ojukwu, a criminal, deceive all of you. The same thing happened from generation to generation. You are stupid. Look at Obingo.
They will have this criminal who come out and start deceiving them. The same thing now. You see that Samaneta is deceiving them. Some people, when they call Samaneta, they say, hey, my Lord. Can you imagine?
Now they are correct though. Samuel Ekpa is their Lord. They praise criminals. I'm telling you. They are so is their Lord. That is why they are deceiving them now. Look at the Southeast. Look at they are crying. Oh, look at I saw a program that they did. If you see the way they spray money everywhere, but they are saying that Nigeria is not working. There's a program that they did today, as I'm talking to in the Southeast. Money everywhere. Where did they get the money from? Maybe I'm going to show you. I'm going to show the program now on the screen so that you see it. One of the brothers that called into my show, his name is Anyi Dongs. He called that day. He called into my show that morning. If you remember him, he's one of the musicians in the Southeast. Anyi Dongs. They celebrated his 10 years in the music industry in the Southeast. You need to see the way they spray money everywhere. Where did they get it from?
Can you imagine?
You need to see. I need to show you. I will show you on the screen. Because me, when I tell you something, I show you this. Where did they get the money from?
You see, they say Nigeria is not good though. Even my people, my own Yoruba people, when they say Nigeria is not good, every Saturday they will do party. Every Saturday.
We don't do that kind of party. You can't even spray that kind of money. You can't spray that money.
Let me tell you, my brother, we have problem in our country. Apart from the government or the president or everything, the people in Nigeria don't want to work.
Especially, yeah, you are correct.
They want to enjoy the money, just money. That's their problem. Anytime they talk about money. You see? They do party every Friday like this. They don't start party for my own people. They started enjoying themselves, and they will be complaining. Yeah, no money.
And if you give them money now to use and do something, they will not use it. They will eat the money.
They won't do it.
They will eat the money.
They won't do it.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe they are thinking that people that live in abroad, they are taking money from the floor. You know, it's not easy. We work every time. Sometimes we do extra job to make our people comfortable in Nigeria. But they themselves, they don't think about that.
Oh.
They don't think about it at all. The government is very...
Ojukwu, a criminal.
If you go and watch it, tell me if you want to know Ojukwu is a criminal. Ojukwu is a full criminal. Or you go and stay... go and watch the wounded civilian. You know the wounded civilian, he campaigned for Obi before, you know that.
Of course, I know them.
Go and see what the wounded civilian is talking now.
Oh. I say Ojukwu a criminal. Forget it. The same thing with all of them now, praising criminals in the name of Biafra. If they don't get their Biafra, shame on them. Upon all the abuse and propaganda they run against President Tinubu and any other person, if you don't become the president of shame on you. Me, I will be here to remind you. They are a bunch of criminals.
I went to bed Tinubu yesterday. All of them with their stupid red cap. They went to bed yesterday. They went to Abuja to beg the president to release Nnamdi Kanu for them. Why are they begging for president to release criminal for them?
Don't worry. The President Tinubu will teach them a lesson. Why are you stressed? Don't worry yourself.
Nnamdi Kanu has brought to the Southeast and the whole Nigeria as he ended. He's not ended, and you want them to release that wicked criminal to you again.
Okay, so their priority is for the president to release Nnamdi Kanu. Is that what they are saying?
Yes, that's what they are saying now.
Oh, so their priority is for release Nnamdi Kanu, not for the state to be okay. Is that what they are saying? Not for the Southeast to be okay? Really?
No. They want. Okay. Yes, they say Kanu is our son. They want what Kanu has done to the Southeast. Not talk about Nigeria. Kano has committed a lot of atrocity in the southeast.
Okay.
And these people want
Why are you stressed?
I don't know, maybe they think.
My brother, don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself.
Have you listened to what Arabambi said? Have you listened to what Arabambi said? You know that Arabambi, the man that is the Labour Party man.
Yes.
Have you listened to what he said?
Yes, I've listened to everything.
He said Obasanjo beat him because of Obi. You know, and the man is from Owu. That man is from Owu. Obasanjo is never a hero, that man. He's Menja. He's not the rule election. I don't know next level thing. It's actual election. What do you win first? And he started beating that man.
It is finished, my brother. Don't worry. Let me pick up another call. It's finished. It's finished. That's it. That's the only thing I can say. It's finished. We have already said it is finished.
Thank you, my brother.
All right, take care of yourself. Criminals, bunch of criminals. I salute you.
Good morning, Mr. Nsema. And thank you every day for your words and for teaching our people. You know, it's good sometimes for the truth to be laid bare for people so that they can take their decision. You know, like the simple thing. I'm just going to briefly talk about the drama that has happened. You know, somebody with different forenames. And also, when you listen to the three of them, what do you think among the three actually went to school?
I don't know. See, there is one characteristic that is common to all the people that are talking. Atiku, Obi, and all of them. They are, and even the criminal Biafra. One thing that are common to all of them is criminality. They are the real thieves. They are the real criminals. Because I've not seen President Tinubu try to say, "Oh, I'm a good person." I have not seen him claim that he's a good person or he's not. It is only Obi and Atiku. They are the one claiming that they are good people, but they are the one that destroyed this country. Look at now, everything has been exposed. Their criminality. We can never support them. They are a bunch of criminals. Let me see how Obi will come president. I keep telling them, let me see how Obi or how you get your Biafra. In fact, for the fact that they put a Kwaibo name in their stupidity, is simple. It is a done deal. Nonsense.
Now, Aquabom people are loving people, especially South people. They are not troublemakers. They just do their thing. They are happy. You know, all they want is good governance. They are not, not until these dramatic people started with their movement. You know, you have 4 names. 4 different names, but you are pointing finger at one person.
Can you imagine?
Okay. Yeah. And look, ever since that thing came out, has it come out to say anything? No. I think if I'm in Nigeria, I will make my own international press conference. Because Tinubu doesn't have the time. Me, I will make my international press conference and ask him, we don't know you, please introduce yourself to us, please. 4 names, come on now. But let's put that aside. There is something that is even happening. The minister of what do you call it, digital economy, the guy by the name Bosun, Dr. Bosun Tijani. You know, one of the things I'm just going to talk about progress, and so that our people that are listening will know how to take advantage of what is happening.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
So what they've introduced, there is an app on Google Store, where you can actually verify your NIN, you know, whether you have it or not. Maybe they've given you a number, you've registered, but you have not received your NIN number. You can go to the app, type in whatever digit they give to you. It will tell you where you can get your NIN card. So it's just an app. It's very, very secured. You know, you can't do any nonsense on it. So they have their own condition. People can just read the terms and condition, because whatever we want to do now, whatever the government is doing now, it will be built on data. You understand? If they want to disburse money to certain age group, they will get it through data. If they want to identify the number of people that they have in Akwa Ibom, it will be through data. The number of people that are employed or not employed, it will be through data. That will give us the actual figure, not the one we've been having in the past where people will just, make suggestions. We are not operating church here where they will be predicting. Even the churches now, we can see the fake prophecy has not happened. So now we need to work with data, which is real. So I will employ people to actually go and download that app. It's on the National Identity Management Commission, your website, or you can get it through your app. Because if we want to move out of all these things that we are talking about, if we want to move our country to the future, we need to also play our role by keying into the things the infrastructure government has put in place to help us, so that at least they can identify you. They can know that there is one Chibuzo living in Apapa or something, or maybe there is one in Sima living in Akwa Ibom, maybe there is another Dayo living in Ogun State, stuff like that. So everything we need to do has to be driven by data. Number one, it will improve our security. For an example, like most of the security issues we are having, yes, we can say sometimes it's being committed by people outside of our country, sometimes it's being committed by our own people. But if we don't have a database where we have the details of everyone, it will become difficult for the security to do their job. And also, if Nsima decide to set up a business and employ people, you don't have the identity. The person that you employ can wake up one day to steal all your property and disappear. But now, if the person you are employing has an NIN number, so you employ him on the basis of the NIN number. If the guy commits a crime, it can easily be found by the police.
Of course.
And that's not enough. They can even blacklist that person, so that next time, if another person that doesn't know this guy wants to employ the same person, they'll go and check his criminal record.
So now, what you are saying now, let me just tell you how it's working here. Okay, it's the same thing that you are saying. Today we have, for example, in the UK, we have what is called DBS check. DBS check is like security check. So before there are some jobs that if without the DBS you cannot get a job. They cannot give you that job. And so they will check your background, your criminal record, if you have criminal record, if you have whatever record, they have to check all those things first. So if you come out clean, and that is done by the government. That is why there are so many things that the government can do to create jobs for people and for extra income. It's not just about oil. Oil is too small. I'm telling you, there are so many things that Nigerian government can put in place. I've been telling you, what is the website of the Nigerian government? We don't have it. What do we have? We don't have it. For example, in the UK, everything is linked to the government website. If you want a visa, it's linked there. If you want funding, it's linked there. Anything you need, it's just one website, but it's connected to everything. The DBS, the security record you are talking about, is connected to that one website too, but it will take you to the proper place. If you just search for it, to take you to the proper place. In Nigeria now, I hear that if you want to do police report, either you go here, so many issues. They have not digitalized it. Everything is not just in order. We need to put all these things in place. So I'm happy to hear that what you are saying now. I mean, but it has to be run by the government or agency, and then outsource to an agent that will manage it. So that it will be done properly. If not, there's going to be a lot of issues, and manipulations. So this is what we are talking about.
Mr. Nsima, that is why they have a minister.
Yes.
When they say digital economy, what his role is to digitalize
everything. Yes.
All the other, so that it will bring all the ministry under one cover. Now, he is a minister for digital economy, but he is working with the National Identity Management Commission.
Yes.
When you go under the app, you will see his name there, that he is responsible for digitalizing that system.
Okay.
So now, the purpose for the Ministry of Digitalization is to look at areas in our economy that needs to be digitalized. for him to bring it to pass. So now everything is going to be under one body, like you are suggesting, that just like what you said they are doing in the UK. You have to achieve that. That is the goal. But for now, you have to start from somewhere. You understand? And that is why they created a ministry specially to ensure that every area of the economy that needs to be digitalized is digitalized. One of the biggest problems that we've always had is in our data collection and our information collection, because most of the time we still have the paperwork. Like if you look at in the judiciary, somebody will get a case in Abuja, somebody will go to Akwa Ibom to get an injunction, that has nothing to do, because they cannot see what is happening on the case that is going on in Abuja. But now that process also will come into digitalization, so that before you make an injunction in Akwa Ibom, you will first check online, is there any case like this? Everything will be digitalized. And in terms of also in terms of our transaction, the reason why you hear that somebody burned down one ministry after stealing money, so that they will not find evidence. Now, if it's digitalized, everything will go into a server,
like a cloud system.
That will not be a cloud system. Yes. So whether you burn down the whole ministry, that doesn't mean they cannot track you. so these are the very area that when we talk about accountability can only be achieved through digitalization. And that is what the ministry is meant to do. It's meant to work with other ministries to make their work easier.
And other private companies, because there are software producers and developers and all designers that will help make it working, So that's the way to do it. And that way we can create jobs.
Now that you are talking about this, let me now bring you back to what the government has done now. They are giving about 5 million grants. They are looking for 45 companies or people that are able to design things.
No, like but I have a problem, sir. I have a problem, sir. Yeah. Where can somebody find this information?
Okay, good. Thank you. I saw it in the newspaper, and I also saw it in one of the.
So that is what I'm saying, sir. We have lots of information. We have lots of resources. We have lots of these opportunities, but it's not coordinated. But now we have these ministries that's supposed to do it. For example, this digital economy ministry or whatever. Everything has to be coordinated so that people can have access to this funding. I don't know how to explain. That is why I keep telling you that in the UK, they have just one website. Every information that you need, whether you need funding, whether you need resources, whether anything you want to do, if you go to that website, you get every necessary information. It is linked to agencies, to private companies, to everybody, anybody that you need to support you. It is linked there. Now you just said to me that that the government is looking for company. How can people access that information? How can people know that this is authentic website that they can register and for them to tender their whatever to the company or to the government or anything? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. This is what is making. That's why lots of people will say Nigeria is not working. What has the president done? Because there is no proper information system. I said this thing. There is no system proper that people can have access to this information. People will either get it bit by bit from different media houses, from different newspapers. Some of them run propaganda. Some of them do anyhow. So these things are not working. I've been saying this thing for a very long time. This government has to value information system. It's the most important thing. Information system, have a structure of disseminating information. Let people know this is government website. Nigerians should now know that we have a government website where they can get every information for anything is there. We can have it. And if they don't know how to produce it, we know we have this thing that we can do it. That's what I'm saying.
I'm glad that somebody like you is there, and I want to believe they listen to you. And this is where we help government to say, look, this is what we think you can do to improve. Because our media houses are so much interested in propaganda that they've left their primary duty to even pass information to the outsider. So what I'm going to do after this conversation, I'm going to send you the link. Yes, we can give the information to people. They say Nigerian government to grant $6,444 to 45 AI startup and researchers. So it is for startup and researchers. So if you are a researcher in the AI or startup in the AI, this is something that maybe you can consider, and that is how we help government. But you are right with what you have said. They need to consider having a portal or a website where all this information will be made available. Anything new, you can easily access it. Since we can't really trust our media to provide all this information, government must consider having one stop shop where you have everything in it. So if you want to access the Ministry of Defense, you can access it from there.
Yes.
If you want to check, so just like you suggested, I think it's a brilliant idea. But I'm going to forward you this information so that, because what we are trying to do is to create opportunity for our people so that they can see what government is doing and how they can access it. But going forward, in terms of, that's why I don't want to I just give less attention to your bingos and what have you, because they are just being dramatic, they are distraction. We are moving forward as a country, because I saw on your Facebook someone wrote something that nothing is working, things are working, things are changing. I can say that.
No, it's correct. Nothing is working for him. It will never work. Nothing is working for them, especially all those people supporting Obi and Obingos and Atiku and all those people. It's not working for them. It can never work. You understand me? That is the truth. It cannot work for them. But Nigerians, things are working for Nigerians. You understand me?
I was on IMF website. I saw there were some journalists. They were asking questions. So a journalist from Thursday News, some newspaper that is affiliated to Unwise TV, asked the guy in the IMF.
Yes.
He said, "No, imagine our president will remove subsidy and will put it back." The guy said, "The people have removed subsidy. They haven't put it back." They corrected him there. I did not see that in the news. The guy even went ahead to say the government has done the best thing that Nigeria is supposed to do all these years. That our president has done it. And what they've done, it will actually open our economy.
Yes.
But that was never reported on Unwise TV because they want to cover the truth.
They are a bunch of criminals.
These are the problems that we have. Like, information that are supposed to be passed to the people is not being passed. The only thing they do is certificate or no certificate, forgery or no forgery. And I'm wondering, I'm not sure if they've even spoken about the Obi forenames issue. But anyways, that's on the
They will not talk about it now. They will not.
Yeah. All I'm saying in essence is that people should endeavor, like even they are actually making provision for Nigerians in the diaspora too, to be able to register. I'm still trying to get those information. Like you said, if we have one-stop area where we can get all these things, it will be easy. You don't have to go and be searching and do it. It's like you're performing a research to get this information that's supposed to be readily available.
That is what I'm saying. Yes. In that area, the government is not trying. I can assure you that the government is not making sense in that area. Information. I want the government to announce a website for the government. We need a website for the government, for the country. Even everything, immigration, everything is linked. Even if we have different websites now, we now have for example, in the UK is gov.uk. Go and type www.gov.uk. Everything you need, my brother, everything. If you need, even if you know that UK is made out of 4 nations. Can you imagine how they are able to manage it? 4 nations, they just have one website. Everything is connected, even if they have individual websites. But on that website, you can go to every of these areas and you have comprehensive information to give the country a direction. Anything you need is there. Even the mayor of my own town is there on the government website. Mayor is like, I don't even know how to tell you, out of hundreds of council. I don't know if you understand me. So this thing must be properly coordinated.
I do.
That is where the problem is. That is where the problem is. Yes.
Currently, what we have individual websites, right? Like they need to, I think it will be the work of the person in charge of digital economy to put all this website in one. You understand? All this information to put them in one, so that when you want to click on a link, it will take you to the actual department itself. If you want to,
yes, like, why can't we have something like gov.ng? We have gov. The US, they have the same thing. What I'm telling you is there. So why are we not doing these things? Every day, people will be making noise. They say they go and share money. What nonsense! You continue to remember. The Nigeria will never change if these things are not done. It's not the president. President has done his best. For example, now look at how much money have been disbursed to the governors. And some idiots, especially all those criminals, or bingos, and Biafra, they'll be talking rubbish on social media because there is a Facebook. What about the social media bill that was sent? Because we need it to be approved. We want all this rubbish to stop.
Yes. Yeah, that social media bill, I actually went to read it.
Okay.
You understand? It is a well-detailed document. I went to read the document from page 1 to the end. What they are saying is that, look, especially for false information and bullying online and
yes.
what have you, they are targeting those areas. So what they are going to do, they are proposing that they should be able to, like, you can block an IP. IP is just like your ID number. If they block your IP address, it means you are not able to, like, put out anything anymore. You understand? They can also do it through a website, your, what do you call, domain. If you're using a domain to put in false information, lies and what have you, you can be blocked for maybe a period of 2 years or whatever, just to prevent you from...
So what about fine, imprisonment, punishment?
Yeah, that also is something that they are considering. So these are the options that they have.
See, now let me add more. The government should not joke with criminals, misinformation, and social media. See, if the country move forward, everybody will celebrate. If the country is bad, people will continue. So let the government focus on activities and systems and policies that will move the country forward. One of them is social media. It has to be, the information must be put right. People spreading misinformation, propaganda, they must be punished. They must be fined and they must be punished. And that is how every other country is moving. In the UK, it is regulated. Everywhere, information is regulated. You must have the right to disburse information. And when you disburse information, it must be authentic. It must not be misleading. This is you cannot record somebody. You cannot do all those nonsense that is happening in Nigeria, that people can just, because they are creating content, they can be running propaganda, talking all kinds of things about the country. So the government must focus on it. Doesn't matter what the people that are opposing the social media bill or whatever are the same criminals or content creators running propaganda against the country. I don't know if you understand me.
Yes.
So
yes, no, I get you. And you're very correct. And that is why this thing is already been submitted. I think it's with them in the, is it House of Rep or Senate? I don't know which of the two, but they submitted it. They are deliberating on that, and hopefully it will get the final approval.
And just like what we have said, thank you very much in that social media on that stuff. Now, there's another thing we also said. I believe that the president, remember when we said that palliative, sharing money to people can never work. Now, the president decided to share the money to governors because originally they said they want to share 8,000, right? Now, the government decided to share the money, palliative money, to governors. Can you see that the governors are not using the money? It's not working. The governors are the ones stealing the money, keeping the money for themselves. So, how can we continue this way? Why will President Tinubu give money to governors that have been criminal for so many years? I don't understand.
The thing is that I think a governor is more like a president of his own state, for an example, because the federal government tried to make direct contact with people. They started making propaganda saying, no, they are giving to those people that are affiliated to their party. And that's why the federal government said, okay, no, they say they don't trust the database from the federal government, that they know their people, that the government must give them the money. And the government says, okay, fine, here's the money, do the distribution. What the government has now done again, in addition, that is why, like I said, individual website has got information. Like if you go to the NBS, the National Bureau of Statistics, they will give you all the list of every state, how much they are generating, how much making, how much they were giving. They will see the list. It is an Excel spreadsheet on the website. They have everything. It shows you if your income is low, and they even categorize it by region. How much South is making, how much Southwest is making, how much Southeast is making, how much Northeast. So every region has got an amount allocated to it. These are the type of information, like you said, should be on a one government website, where if you want detail, then you need to click on from that one government website that will take you to it, because not everybody knows about this different website. Coming back to what you said, so I'm in agreement with you that we need to have one-stop shop where you have all this information in one, so that the people, when they know they are having issues, when they go into that website, at least you can see, okay, this is the ministry that I'm supposed to have interaction with. But if you don't know, you will just be lost in the wood, and that is a problem.
Okay, so my question now is that, sir, the palliative money that the federal government have given to the governors, how many of these governors have used it? Because now we have seen that this money is a waste. What will the federal government do? How can the federal government recover this money? And the federal government still have plans to give money to governors that have failed the country. I don't know if you understand. Nigeria will never change if these governors are not implementing the policies of President Tinubu or using the resources that President Tinubu is providing. So why will the President Tinubu and his government and his team continue to share money to governors? That is what I'm asking. What is the solution for that? Because, for example, millions have been shared to the governors. They haven't used it. They stole the money. And they end up giving some people one bag of rice or one small container of food or whatever. What is the government going to do about this? Because we already knew that this palliative thing is not going to work.
Okay. If you notice what they've done in addition to that, they did not give them the full amount. They give them part of the amount, right? So now, if you are going to access another amount, the remaining amount, you have to present proof that you've actually done what, and they will do a verification. The federal government will do a verification with their agency to ensure that you've actually done. And if they discover that you have not done, they are not going to give you additional one. Then they will have to force you to pay back what was given to you before. So that is where the accountability comes from. But in addition to that, we as a people, just like the message you've been preaching every time you talk, I've noticed anytime you talk, hold your governor accountable, hold your local government accountable, people don't want to listen to that. But I'm glad that you keep on preaching that message. And that is where we come to help government. Like if your state is performing, just like you're saying that the new governor is not doing anything. You are passing. And that is what we can do to hold our people accountable. Yes, the federal government also will have to hold them accountable also to say me account of what you've spent the money on. Okay, we spent it for XYZ. Then they will go and investigate if it's true. If it's a false, if it's lie, then they will tell you to pay back the money. They will have to do it themselves. So in order to actually reduce this involvement, that is why we actually come back to the same thing that we're talking about. People must go on, download the app, go and do your NIN registration, so that there will be no need to go through a second party. Government can sit on one spot and we see all your details and your account and what have you. So whatever they want to do, they can do it directly to you. Because anytime things goes from one party to another, from another party, that's when the money starts reducing or it will disappear. People will not get it. We will want governance to get to the people. And the only way we can make it happen is by also doing our own part of the job, by doing our registration on the NIN, downloading the app, putting the details, getting our NIN number. Now we can be able to converse with government directly, because we have also fulfilled our own side. Because whatever government will do requires the data. And how can a government get a data if we don't provide it to them? We need to do our own part by making our data available, going to those portal, and that, like, thank God for the likes of Nsima that has put this platform down, so that people everywhere in the country can listen and hear what is happening. How can they come in? How can they benefit from what is happening? But after this conversation, I'm going to also send the link to Nsima and also the one of the AI grants, But finally, government must also do better by putting all this thing in one stop so that people can have access to this type of information readily without having going to do research in order to get them. Thank you so much, Mr. Nsima, for your platform. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Of Nigeria. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. I salute you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Okay, that was a wonderful conversation today, guys. We'll continue to do it. Remember how the hunter has become the hunted. Obi and Atiku running propaganda against our government and the country. Today, they have become the hunted. You understand me? They deceive people. They tell us about certificates. They say all kinds of nonsense. As if the certificate that is going to move the country. when they were in charge, they stole all the resources. Obi, as a governor in Anambra, used the money for the state for his own personal interest. Same with Atiku, couldn't move the country forward. Some criminals or bingos, joining them to run propaganda, to running rubbish against the country. Nonsense. I still, remain, in my own stand. My stand remain, of course, that the federal government must make sure that criminals are punished. People sharing misinformation, all these social media houses running propaganda for Obi and Atiku, sharing fake news, running propaganda, they must be punished. I'm so much grateful for the social media bill, whatever. The government must focus on what will move the country forward. And these are the things that will move the country forward. There must be punishment for criminals. The government must not allow criminals to dictate how the government should be run or how to move the country forward. Because the same criminals, they are the one that will run propaganda to stop the right thing from the government from doing the right thing. In the case of palliative, we knew that the government giving money to people can never solve the problem. But the government decided to give money to the governors. The governors have never worked for the betterment of the people. Look at the state. Every state in Nigeria today is not moving forward, is not working because of the governors. So I keep on hammering on this thing. Why the federal government must look for alternative, another way. If the federal government cannot hold the governors accountable, because it is the job of the federal government to make sure that every money is given to the state governors is used. Otherwise, they should stop giving money to them. They must put a program, a system in place that monitors if monies are given to the governor for a purpose and they fail to use it, no other money should be given to them. From the report we have received, it's been how many months now that the federal government has given money to the governors. People are still finding it difficult because there is no solution. There is no plans of these governors to use this money for anything that they have promised or to say or for anything. There's a video of that I got that somebody was explaining and telling us more stuff about this palliative. Let me see if I can play one of these videos. So I will just pay attention to this because this is the problem. Nigeria will never move forward if the governors fail to do what they're supposed to do. And so far, so good. We have seen that, will I say, is it good? So far, we have seen that the governors have failed in implementing the policies of the president. What will President Tinubu do to resolve this issue? Please, I want you to pay attention to this.
Black Iwan Sosa. I am the chairman of Shokaye. For now, I am the chairman Shokaye CDA.
And first of all, before we continue, sir, how can the small money that the federal government gives to the governors, they are using this money to go and print a bag. Look at this. Do you know the cost of this bag? They print a bag, put name, put label, say palliative program. So in Ogun State, this is Ogun State government. You see, this is why the country have never moved forward. I don't understand. Why will Ogun State governor use the palliative money to print a bag, to print names on bags? Go and find out how much these bags that is cost, the cost of producing these bags, using these bags and putting palliative on it. I don't understand. This is money. For them to label this thing courtesy, government state, Ogun State government palliative program, that is money. That is money that's supposed to be channeled into something that will make the better the life of the people. How can the state governors, they use the same money, little money that they have received, they are using it to print whatever on the back. That is a lot of money. Ayodele said this man is PDP man. Let us listen to what he said. My own is that I'm looking at the reality. I'm looking at what is going on here. I can see that part of the money was used to print a bag, and they put a label on it. Of what use it is? Of what use? Of what use it is to put and brand it and say this is palliative program, Ogun State government.
And I was just at home now, and they brought this for me as palliative for the whole of Shokaye estate. In this estate, we have 147 houses with families and tenants living there. I'm confused now. I don't know how to share this for 147 households in Shokaye estate. If you guys...
So this is my brother Ayodele said this is PDP man. But did you listen to what he said? That a bag of rice was given to him. Just, is it a bag of rice or whatever? I don't know what's inside, whether it's Gario or whatever. This small container of food was given for him to share. You see, the state government used the greater part of the money to print names on bags and label. That is the biggest problem. Man, they lack innovative ideas and things to do to improve the life of people. Are you getting me now? So how will the man share this bag of rice? Whether this man is PDP or anything, that is not not the conversation. The conversation is that the palliative is not working. It's not. That is the truth. The palliative is not working because the governors don't even know, or if they know, they don't want to make use of the money for what is supposed to be good for the people. So if they share just this small bag of rice to the chairman, and for the chairman to share it, how many cups of rice or beans or gari will people receive? This is the problem. We knew that this palliative nonsense cannot work. Federal government giving money to governors that have failed us so many times. So many times it's not working. Somebody said that man is spreading propaganda. Okay, fine. We'll find out the truth now. That is why we are doing this program.
The government, I'm talking to Dakwa Abiodun now. If you people know you cannot do something, don't do it. We are not hungry, we are not beggars. So we don't need your rice as palliative. This is not even one bag. This is not up to an eighth of a bag of rice.
Okay, I think that is the information I need. He is speaking language now. Language is not what I need now. Okay. So the major information now is that there is a small bag of rice that they have given Ogun State government. So somebody say that man is spreading propaganda. So what is the right news? What is the right information? My brother, I can assure you that that is not propaganda. Sorry, guys. I need to pick up this call. Hello? Sorry, guys. I needed to pick up that call. Yeah. So now, look at this. This is the sample of what we are talking about. You understand me? This is a sample of what we are talking about. Now, somebody said, is it not why we voted Obi so that he prevent all this? But Tinubu is old. He can only sleep. Look at you. Look at the criminals. Look at what, is that not why you voted Obi? How will Obi solve the problem? Let Obi solve the problem in Anambra State. Let Obi solve the problem in the Southeast. He doesn't need, or he must not be the president of Nigeria to solve the problem in Anambra or in the Southeast. Ever since Obi left office, what problem has he been able to solve in Anambra? My brother, if you bring Obi issue here, you just show that you are a bunch of the criminals. Tell us that you want your brother to become the president of the country and you don't know how to do it. And you can never become the president of the country. It's an assurance I'm giving to you. If you continue your behavior, you can never become the president of the country. It's an assurance. So don't think that you want to bring Obi in this conversation. We are not talking about Obi. We are not even talking about the president of the country, because the president of the country have done what he's supposed to do. Monies were given to the state. It is now left for the state governors to, design the program that will help the people in the state. Are you getting me? And that is what we are talking about. There is a big problem that this palliative that the federal government gave to the state governors is not working. I can give you an example in my own state, Akwa Ibom. There is nothing that is working. Governor, what's his name? Pastor Umo Eno, using fake name and pastor to deceive the people of Akwa Ibom. So I know that it's not working because the one in my state is not working. Are you getting me? So don't worry. Remember, guys, the City Boy movement, we have the volunteer program. Please, if you want to volunteer for your local government, for your state, the application is open. Please join us, www.thecityboymovement.org. You will see the volunteer application. Please register, because we need reports of whatever that is going on in your state, in your local government. You understand me? So if you say that the message I'm delivering here is a propaganda, let us find out what is the truth, that the man was sharing propaganda. Let us, what is going on in Ogun State? Because from the report we have received, they are giving people just small quantity of bag of food or whatever to share for a large number of people, and that is not the solution. You see, one of them said the Ogun State and Oyo State are the worst. These guys are Yahoo before becoming governor. Go to their state and see the state roads. Those governors are criminals. You understand me? So this is what we are talking about. The governors are the problem of Nigeria. The governors, they have refused, to do what they're supposed to do. This has nothing to do with the federal government. And this is what I've been saying, that the federal government must spend time, or there's a lot of resources that the federal government must, educate Nigerians to know that the state governors are responsible in developing their state. That is what I'm talking about. Obi was a criminal because he refused to do what he's supposed to do in Anambra. Yes. So anybody that bring Obi here, you are part of the criminal. You are part of the bunch of criminals. You understand me? That is not what I'm talking about. There are so many Obi. There are so many Obi. There are so many Obi. So if I mention Obi, why is it paining you? Why do you think it's your own Obi that I mentioned? Why is it paining you? I said Obi was a criminal, and you want to come and deceive all of us again. So why is it paining you? Why is it paining you? Is Obi your own? Why are you claiming Obi? Obi, there are so many Obis in this world. So stop, get out of here. There's a reason why we are saying what we are saying, and we know what we are talking about. Are you getting me now? Olatunji said blame should go direct to the state governors regarding palliative, not the federal government. This one say, must you mention Obi name in your which Obi? Why are you taking Obi? So somebody said in Sima, but the palliative is not for everyone. I think it's for the poorest. Yes, you are right. The palliative is not for everyone. It's for the poorest. Are the poor people, have they gotten it? We just have a report now of what is just going on in Oyo State, in Ogun State. Look at what is going on. At least the governor in Ogun State or Oyo have even tried a little bit. Because we have not seen the one in Akwa Ibom. And this is, see, what I'm trying to say is not, I'm not saying, I'm telling the federal, because we don't want the federal government to continue to waste the resources that is supposed to be used for something that will move the country forward. You understand me? So the federal government should understand that the governors are not using this money for what it's supposed to be used for. That is my message. So if you don't get my point, that is the message I'm delivering. The palliative money is not just the palliative money, because now you said, but the palliative is not for everyone. Yes, the palliative is not for everyone, but what about the other resources and monies that the federal government have given for the development of the state? Where is the development? There is no plan for development. And that is what we are talking about. For example, Governor Soludo, Professor Soludo, the governor of Anambra State, have been showing them I've been showing them PowerPoint presentation for many months now. It's almost more than a year as a Soludo became the governor in Anambra State. There's nothing to go to Anambra, my brother. You will cry. Kazim said the problem we have in this country is our governors. Not all of them, they are too greedy. So that is what I'm saying. In Sima, regarding palliative, the governor of Borno is the best. Now, okay. So look at now, we now have people that are even doing the best. Let's go to a Borno state. You see how the governor in Borno state share the money or the resources or the palliative to their own people. We saw it. So what is stopping other governors from doing it? So my message is always the same. My message is always the same. Number one, the federal government should be able to punish criminals. You know, the federal government must stop misinformation through social media, propaganda. Number two, the federal government must look for ways to change this system where they give money to the governors and they are not using it to do what. The governors have become the nightmare of the country. And the federal government must let Nigerians know that this is the problem. And how will the federal government solve that problem? The federal government cannot continue to give money to the governors and they have failed to use the money. For example, they can just go and take few people and give money and that's it. No, we want everybody to benefit from these resources. Anambra is a shame where Obi came from. Obi cannot finish developing Anambra, cannot even make Anambra to work, let alone the Southeast to work. He's talking about being the president of. It's not working. It's not going to be. It's not possible. President Tinubu made Lagos to work before he thought of becoming the president of Nigeria. President Tinubu, Lagos is working. Go and see Lagos, where mostly the people from the Southeast made their money from Lagos. That Tinubu was a governor. He made Lagos to work. That is why he's qualified to be the president of Nigeria. Obi is not even qualified to be the chairman of one local government in Anambra. Though he was a governor in Anambra, couldn't do anything in Anambra, let alone the Southeast. Today, Anambra is the den of criminals. Anambra is the den of criminals. In the whole of the Southeast, nothing to write him about. So you should go and make sure Anambra is the best, or the Southeast. Stop running propaganda. Because the propaganda cannot make Obi to be president. I've said it many times. He can never be the president by running propaganda. Of course, we have seen all the news. The report from the Labour Party where Obi claimed that he was a candidate of Labour Party. Are you getting me now? You understand? Even Kwara State, people are not complaining. So please, we have the program is already running. If you have registered on the website, well, let me see if I can put the website here. Please, this is a very serious program. If you want your state to start working, please be part of this program. Go on the website www.thecityboymovement.org. You will see the application for volunteer application. Please join the application, click and fill in. We are going to reach out to you. You know, we have received lots of application already, and we are reaching out to as many people as possible. If they have not reached out to you, they will definitely reach out to you. Your job as a volunteer is very simple, you know, and we are going to communicate to you, is to make sure that everything is working in your state. We want to know what is going on in your state, in your local government. Report every activities, things that is going on in your state, and what the local government is doing and what the state government is doing in your state. It's very simple. So at the end of the day, we are going to have a authentic investigative information on every state. Please, if you want development in your state, if you want your governor to do something in your state, please register as a volunteer on the website www.thecityboymovement.org so that we can reach out to you on how you can start activities in your own state. Remember, we are also paying the volunteer because I know it's not going to be free. We are paying you for your job. So yes, so you can register on the website. It's very important. You know, we have received lots of information about Ogun State, Oyo State, Akwa Ibom, Kwara State, and every other state that have refused. So we are going to give you the presentation with the data, so that the federal we want to make sure, we want to pass a message to the federal government. We want the federal government to understand something, because we know that President Tinubu is determined to make this country to work. But you see, there are bottlenecks They are challenges that is contributing to the failure of every other government in Nigeria. It's not just President Tinubu. There are factors, and we want to establish that point that the state governors are the ones that have refused to implement the policies of the federal government. Are you getting me? In this case, President Tinubu, it is the state governors that have failed to implement the policies of the federal government. This one say the boy is good. He said, "You all should free Biafra people. We are tired of this nonsense." He gave Anambarians hero beer to get drunk and kidnapping. Nigerian government is just a business, so talk about other things. Just give Biafra, please. The way Nigeria is going, Sima, Nigeria will end up practicing a full-blown regional government. That is what we want. We have said this many, many times. In fact, regional government is the best government. Regional government is the best government. Regional, because now we can hold our region, the leaders in our region accountable, because every region is not going to be the same. Look at now, for example, in the UK, they have the England. I mean, there are other nations that are doing well than each other, and they compete, and they are doing better. They compete. They look at how to partner. They look at how they can work together to achieve things. So this is what we want. Are you getting me now? But you see, if your state governors cannot do anything, how will the regional government work? This is the same thing that we are asking. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. If the people don't know how to hold their leaders accountable, my brother, it is going to be the same. Because you need to know how to hold your leaders accountable. We have 30 minutes for my 2 hours to end this morning. We have 30. If you want to call in and make your contribution, you are free to call in and make your contribution, guys. Are you getting me now? Okay. Let me just share a little of information, which I could have done it earlier, but yeah. So the man is PDP. Yes, the man is PDP, but the information he has displayed, is it correct or not? You understand me? The man from Ogun State, they say is a PDP man. It does not matter whether he's PDP man or not. The message now is the palliative is not working. The palliative is not working. That is the message. It's not, if he has said something that is different, we could have known how to do it. But this one is about the palliative. Okay, if you have received your palliative in the state, from the report we have, people have not received anything. If they receive, it's just a little quantity, which is nothing to write home about. How can the state government use the money to print bags and label on bags? That is a lot of expenses. So it's not making sense. We need innovative people to be able to lead the country. We cannot continue this way, because I don't support anything that will remain the same, that will continue the same cycle. No, the federal government have to do something differently to move this country forward. And as it stands now, we have seen that the federal government is not doing anything about the state governors. And they continue to receive money and they're not doing anything. How can Nigeria move forward? Because for Nigeria to move forward, every state has to be developed. And who is in charge of the state? The governors. And when the governors are not using the resources, the federal government must have a way to make sure that this situation is changed or addressed. That is my conversation in that area. Okay. So I saw a video. That is so funny. It's so funny that, so they know that they are the one that are the criminals. They are running propaganda. Please, I want you to listen to this.
Unveiling the true identity
Sorry.
of the man called Mr. Peter Obi.
Peter Obi.
Who is using
Listen.
the identity of his dead brother.
So Obi is using the identity of his dead brother. Hey. Because Obi came on the national television shouting, "Oh, Tinubu should tell us who he is." It's a shameful thing. It's a shameful. So Obi is using the identity of his dead brother. Does that make sense? How is that possible? See, this one is abusing me. You are calling me names. My brother, go and ask your brother that he told you that he's going to give you Biafra. My brother, it's 2 months to go. This is October, November, December. 2 months to go. Biafra has not come. 2 months to go. Biafra has not come. Simon Ekpa has not given you people Biafra. 2 months to go. I learned that the women in America, they are beginning to get sense. Because I cannot imagine how People travel to America 17 years. They are contributing money to a criminal sitting somewhere promising you Biafra. When is Biafra coming? Eh? So if you want to talk, don't talk rubbish here, because you guys are a bunch of criminals. Go and get your Biafra. Or you continue to cry and run propaganda. That's the only thing you can do. You can't even hold your governor in Anambra or in the Southeast accountable to develop your place. You are coming to make money. Please make sure you get your Biafra. Now, look at Obi. There is something about Obi. Of course, I like the fact that they will help him, because nobody will say, "Oh, maybe they are trying to bring him down because he's fighting." No. He is the one that started it. Obi started it. Obi is the one that opened his yash. I like the word, because the hunter has become the hunted. That is the conversation. Obi, nobody talked about, because many people already know about this, but they just left it. But Obi decided to fight a dirty game. Obi decided to play bad politics. Now, Obi came to be asking our president who he is. Now, somebody, of course, is not somebody, is their party member. You understand me? Their party member is asking Obi, who is Obi? How come Obi is using his late brother's identity? Wow, brother certificate. Oh God. No wonder Obi decided to take Atiku as his mentor. It's obvious. Let us listen to this thing.
I repeat, we want to unveil the true identity of Mr. Peter Obi, who is using the identity of his dead brother.
Shit. So Obi is using the identity of his dead brother. I cannot understand that one. Hey, is this the person that the Obingos are saying will be the best for them? Chai. Oh God. This conversation has not finished though. You see, we will not. I told them that, you see, it's when you start running your propaganda. It is easy for you to start running your propaganda. When other people come after you, you will start crying. Very soon now, they will start saying, "Oh, they don't like us. They don't like us. Allow us to go." But you are the one that started running propaganda. You started running propaganda against your own country, your own president. Now the conversation has changed. You understand me? Because of course I'm aware that I think there's a counter or whatever a case, file a case against Atiku and his brother as well. Of course, Atiku, we know that one self. Atiku, we know where he came from and started claiming Nigeria. All these guys, they just think that we are just foolish people, Abi, because we left them for some time. Let us listen to this thing. Let us listen to this. Let me put it on the screen, because I wanted to play from my phone, but let me put it on the screen. Hey, wonder shall never end. Remember the message I shared some time ago. When you hear anybody calling the pot black, that person is the most black. The blackest. We knew from the beginning when Obi and Atiku started their conversation of forgery, this and that. We knew that they are the worst people, and thank God, God saved Nigeria from these people. Are you getting me now? So now the story is that Obi is using the identity of his dead brother. Wonderful.
Unveiling the true identity
Listen.
of the man called Mr. Peter Obi.
What happened? What happened to Mr. Peter Obi, please?
Who is using the identity of his dead brother?
Wow. When did you discover this, Oga? Is it because Obi started problem? Let us go ahead.
Unveiling the true identity of the man called Mr. Peter Obi.
Wow. The true identity of Mr. Peter Obi. Is this story correct? Is this a fake story or propaganda story? because if this story is correct, my brother, every day we have confirmed what we have said earlier, that Obi can never become the president of this country. We have said it before that Obi, Obi career is dead. Political career is dead and buried. Obi buried it that very day he made the broadcast questioning the identity of President Tinubu. My brother, he said, "Who is President Tinubu? He should come and tell us who he is." So now, Obi should come and debunk this one, because me, I'm just playing it as I receive it. I've been a long time ago. I just keep it. Obi, come and tell us that this is not correct. Listen.
Unveiling the true identity of the man called Mr. Peter Obi, who is using the identity of his dead brother.
So, Obi, is this correct? How come you are using the identity of your dead brother? This is the same man that the bingos. I think all of them say is going to be the best for Nigeria. Say Obi has never debunked it. It is true. He's a scammer. Obi, come and you are quick to always debunk information. Obi, come and debunk this one. We are waiting for Obingos. Come and has it debunk it? Because I've not seen it anywhere. I've not seen anywhere Obi has debunked that is not using. Okay, I have 20 minutes. Okay, let us continue. Oh my God, bingos.
I repeat. We want to unveil the true identity of Mr. Peter Obi, who is using the identity of his dead brother.
Sir, we hear you. We hear you. So Obi is using the identity of his dead brother. How true is this information? Jimo say federal government should investigate how governors spend the palliative money given to them. You see, we have said this thing. So the federal government always make mistake. When the governors have squandered the money after 8 years, they say they want to come and investigate. They want to punish the governors. They want to no, that is a complete mistake. This is not working. The federal government must change the system. You cannot wait until after 8 years before you investigate a governor or whatever. No, because the money they have squandered the money. Many people have died in the process. Life have been lost. Young people, children did not have opportunity to go to school. The future of the children are being ruined and all of that. And you are waiting for 8 years. Please, the federal government has to change this system. Whether they want to investigate the governors, the governors will always find a way to cover up their criminality. We want a system that will work, that will help the development of Nigeria. The governors, they are not helping in the development of Nigeria. That is the truth. You understand me? That is the truth. For the federal government to investigate the governors, that is another money that the federal government will waste. You understand me? We just need a system that is going to work. The federal government can have a direct intervention in the state. I'm aware of that. It happened many years ago, where the federal government have direct intervention for the development of the state. Yeah? We have direct intervention. We have federal government projects. So we want instead of the federal government to channel money to these state governors that they are not using for the betterment of the country, the federal government have to do maybe a direct intervention for the development of the state. At least I know that one. That is the reason the UK immigration stopped and deported Obi. They were confused about his details. Okay, let us continue this video. We will continue this conversation, guys. Let's go ahead.
Mr. Peter Obi name on the NYC certificate, the one on the University of Nigeria and Nsukka certificate and WAEC are different.
Hey, Obi, come and tell us this story. Come and confirm this story. Anyway, we will continue this conversation, guys. It has not finished, though. It has not finished. You see, you people think that you know how to run propaganda and drag people. Our own is different. When we give it to you, it will enter your brain. You know, you say, oh, you see, you don't have followers, you don't have views. My brother, go and sleep. Go and sleep. Because we are dealing with all of you. We have defeated all of you. President Tinubu have defeated Bingos, Atiku, and Biafra criminals running propaganda. Are you getting me now? So, so Obi certificate NYSC is different from the name on his NY certificate. Is different from the one from his school. Then there's a problem. Let us go back there. I want to listen to that conversation properly.
I repeat,
Repeat, sir.
we want to unveil the true identity of Mr. Peter Obi,
Really?
who is using the identity of his dead brother.
So why is Obi using the identity of his dead brother? Was Obi thinking that nobody's going to find out about it? Why is Obi not debunking this information? Those obedient comedians turned blogger yet to come out with the news against their brother. No, they would never. If you are waiting for them to share the news about, they will not share it now. They will not. So Obi was using the identity of his dead brother. Wonder shall never end. But every time come out to tell is a saint, a new Nigeria. So Obi want to form a new Nigeria with the identity of his brother. Hey. No bingos. No wonder this country has never moved forward. So many problems. I wish. What nonsense is this one? Eh? Anyway, let's continue because I got no time. I have just 15 minutes. Let's continue.
Mr. Peter Obi name on the NYSC certificate, the one on the University of Nigeria and Soka certificate and WAEC are different.
Somebody say that is just a propaganda. Oh. So it's a propaganda. So you don't like propaganda. Okay. This person don't like propaganda, but you people like to run propaganda. Okay.
Who and what is his elder brother name? Where is he and what happened to him?
Obi, they are asking you question. What happened to your elder brother? By the way, I have some insights about that information. I have some insider information about that Obi and his brother. But that's by the way. I don't want to go deep into the conversation because we will continue the conversation because it's almost 2 hours, guys. Are you getting me now? So there are questions that Obi need to answer. Because they have been the one running the propaganda. We have told you people that Bingos, Atiku, and Biafra, they only run their propaganda machine. I remember when we said, even during the election period, their propaganda machine. IPOP used 8 years to run propaganda against the government of Buhari as at that time. And they wanted to do the same in President Tinubu government. But it's not going to work. Have they seen it that it's not going to work? My brother, I've told you people that President Tinubu is the end of all this criminality in Nigeria. And it's going to happen. You know, the propaganda, we remember all of them. Somebody said, we remember when they run a propaganda that it was Tinubu that killed 20,000, that ordered the killing of 20,000 people at Lekki Toll Gate, that he was the one that brought Jubilee of Sudan, that Tinubu cannot win APC primary ticket, Muslim. We remember all those things now. The propaganda is plenty, but you see, it has not finished. We get that. So at the end of the day, if Obi don't become president, it's a shame. It's a shame. And if you don't get your Biafra, 2023 is already coming to an end. It's just 2 months to go. If you don't get your Biafra, my brother. So we should, Obi always say, go and verify. Obi, how can we verify that you use the certificate of your dead brothers? That is the information. How can we verify this? Obi, come and tell us how come the information, you know, your brother in Labour Party or your colleague in Labour Party is telling Nigerians that you use the certificate of your brother. What are you going to tell us? That is the information.
Gentlemen of the press.
Yes.
The attention of Labour Party have been drawn to Mr. Peter Obi's needless and unwarranted war press conference.
I told Obi that this was the beginning of his downfall. Maybe before we can say, oh, it was a political gimmicks, political games. You know, during politics or election period, people always play political jabbing and all of that. It is okay. But that press statement that Obi did, that one finished him. That one completely finished Obi, I can assure you.
On Wednesday, 11th of October 2023, where he accused the President and Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria,
Yes.
Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu,
Yes.
of using fake identity.
The same thing that Atiku did. There's no difference. So somebody is asking me here, one criminal from the southeast. He said, you are showing how whatever Obi, you are stupid, talking about has put on his entire credentials to what to see. Go and which what? Which entire credentials? But the name on the certificate is different. He said he has put his entire certificate for the world to see. I have not seen it. Send Obi certificate, let us see. Send Obi transcript, send Obi WAEC, send Obi NYC certificate, send Obi certificate, university certificate. Let us see. I've not seen it. It is only you people that have seen it. Design it. You can design it now. We remember how you people designed the election results, votes. We remember now. Even before the election, you people have already predicted and say Obi is going to win. You already bring out the votes. You understand me? Bunch of criminals. Biafra criminals. Biafra criminals. If you don't get your Biafra, shame on you. That's my own. If you don't get your Biafra, shame on you. You say I was running my Biafra. You don't know anything. If you know anything, you will not. You see, we prove to you that you are the criminal. We prove to you that you are stupid. You see, you think that you have sense. You don't have sense. Can't you see that you don't have sense? You don't have sense. You were accusing Akwa Ibom people. Oh, we join you to run your propaganda to show you that you are stupid. Didn't you see it? We finished you and we ran with this. We confirm to you that you are the one deceiving your brothers. When is Biafra coming? When is Obi coming? Nonsense. You are talking rubbish with me. Get out of here. Let Obi tell us how he used his brother's certificate. That's it. That's the information. Let us continue.
We have been watching with keen interest the various reaction and mudslinging of the unsubstantiated allegation of forgery in respect of Chicago State University diploma certificate of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR.
Okay.
While we agree that Mr. Obi has the right to his opinion,
yes, he has his right to his opinion. Very good. Just like all of us have our own right to opinion.
he ought to have been guided by the Constitution of Nigeria, because who comes to equity must come with
clean hands. Yes, so must come with clean hands. So Obi do not have certificate. That is what it means. Huh? Hey! Where are the Yeye British that was promoting Obi? Where are the Biafra? Where are the bingos and bingo that was promoting Obi? Where are those comedians and all those content creators promoting Obi? We know that it was just for promotion, for propaganda. You know, today you people are nowhere to be found. Yeah. Okay, somebody said Obi's reverse psychology is busted. Obi knew quite well that he had so much skeleton in his cupboard, which was why he quickly came out to attempt to tarnish President Tinubu's name. The same time, preparing Nigerians' mind for what he would do should his secret leak. That one is too small, guys. Forget it. You see, the problem is that they don't know who President Tinubu is. They don't know who President Tinubu is. At the end of it, when President Tinubu finished dealing with all the criminals, and he knows all of them very, very well. So don't worry. If you want to challenge President Tinubu, you are free. Challenge him. But at the end of it, who is going to win? Is Atiku as a I know, many times I say I don't want to pity Atiku because my brother, you will be a failure and you are still bold to be a failure. After running for presidency for 7 times in 31 years, you cannot win and you are still making noise to somebody that won election in just one sitting or one trial. Go and sit down, man. Go and sit down. Bingo's been go and sit down, man. You guys don't learn the lesson. You must learn. Maybe according to very dark man, you will learn it in a very hard way. You must learn a lesson. All these Biafra criminals running propaganda everywhere. You are stupid, man. I can tell you are stupid, man. That's why when I look at you, I say, you guys are stupid, man. Your propaganda is stupid, man. So Obi knew that he does not have a certificate, an article. That is why they wanted to use it. They prepared the minds of Nigerians to start running propaganda. Oh my God. It's a shameful thing, man. President Tinubu is the one dealing with all of you. Me are they here.
As a main opposition party, the role being played by the Labour Party former 2023 presidential candidate is highly condemnable because it is obvious he is trying to levy war against the president of Nigeria through intimidation in order to cause violent overthrow.
Okay. How is Obi going to achieve that? You want to label our president with propaganda and false information, eh? My brother, go and sit down, man. The president is on the throne. Are you getting me now? The president is on the throne. Of course, there is a lot of information, good news. Of course, we have a new CBN governor. We have 3 ministers, the new 3 ministers, 3 new ministers. Are you getting me? And today, I think President Tinubu is going to swear them in today. The 3 ministers, the 3 new ministers, and all of that. And the new CBN governor, very, has a lot of background, good Olayemi Kadoso. Is it Kadoso or Olayemi? So I mean, the president is setting the pace. You must have the right foundation, the right people to do the right things. If you don't have the right people, the right foundation to do, people that are patriotic, people that want to lead this country, man, the country can never move forward. You need to have the right people with you to work with you to achieve success. And I've seen so far so good for a greater amount of it. I've seen President Tinubu, put the right people, in place to make sure he's going to be able to do the job. My brother, you cannot solve the problem of this country alone, even as a president, if you don't have the right people, if you don't have governors supporting you, if you don't have senators, ministers supporting you, working with you. It's something you must work as a team to achieve success. And I can see that President Tinubu so far so good has gathered people that he think can work with him to make sure that this country move forward. And for me, I think the country already moving forward in the right direction. The only thing that is remaining is for criminals to be punished and for the governors, to be held accountable. People should hold their governors accountable because the governors are the one that is going to bring development in your state, and together every development in the state will make Nigeria a better place. So I will continue this conversation from Obi this thing, because we cannot forget the propaganda of Obi and others and Atiku and all of them. Today we can confirm that Obi is IPOP. That is the truth. Obi is IPOP. That is why all the IPOP people, they were supporting him, and Obi couldn't condemn IPOP. So you can see. So when I hear some group of people are saying IPOP people should be released, of course we receive a report that many IPOP people have been released from prison. Are you getting me now? So the federal government must be careful with how they pity criminals, because it is the same criminals that will come and run propaganda against President Tinubu. And this is very, very important, that the president must pay attention to the activities of these criminals, and and we must punish criminals. You understand me? We must punish criminals. Are you getting me now? So now, there's also a good news that Tinubu's government approved 134 billion allowance for retired military personnel. Uh, and some people are of the opinion that all these retired military personnel are also part of the people that have been contributing to the insecurity in the country. Wow. To the insecurity in the country. So President Tinubu know the insecurity issues and the problems, and he has approved some money for the what do they call it? Retired army generals, or yes, military personnel. So let us see from 2024 what is going to happen. So Tinubu's government approved 134 billion allowance for retired military personnel. Um, the federal government under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the sum of 134 billion naira for security allowance. Is it yes, allowance for military veterans? The Minister of Defense, Mohammed Baduru, made this known on Friday during the ministerial briefing for the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration. He mentioned that the approval illustrated the government's dedication to veterans' well-being, noting that the phased rollout of the security uh, the debarment allowance, which had previously excluded veterans, began in January 2023. Wow, that is something that is good. The president is making sure that the right foundation is put in place for everything to work out in this country. And we so much believe that President Tinubu is the right man for the job to deliver this country from these nonsense criminals. There are so many of them that is trying to stop the government from moving forward, guys. Number one is Atiku. All of them, they are part of it. Atiku is part of the people that is working with others to stop this government from moving forward. I'm so much happy. I'm proud to be a Nigerian, because now we know that President Tinubu is back on track. Putting Nigeria back on track to make sure that this country move forward. We also know that there are so many opposition, so many people that are not going to be happy. People like the Bingos, the Atiku group, the Obi group, the Biafra criminals from the southeast running propaganda and all of that. And that's because the federal government have not beamed their eyes on them. Or we want the federal government to punish criminals, especially those criminals running propaganda, misinformation, fake information, propaganda on social media. This must stop for the country to move forward. Are you getting me now? Anybody that is not happy should go and challenge President Tinubu. Huh? If you are not happy of President, go and challenge him and see if you are going to win. Are you getting me? It's as simple as that. Stop making noise and running propaganda. If you are not happy for the country, you leave the country. Naira is our currency, so let us grow our naira. Make sure our money, of course, we have value, and the only way our money can have value if when we promote made in Nigerian products. Are you getting me now? And we also have a project on that, made in Nigeria product, because that is the only way forward. Produce our own food. The president has talked more on agriculture, but the only thing I've been questioning is that how can we access these resources that the president has already, promised or share or given out already? How can we access this? Like farmers, how can farmers access these resources? The billions of money and seed that the government have disbursed or yes, have given out. How can we access it? Look at the road leading to the farmlands are not working. Rubbish road everywhere. So we have all this information, and that is why we are doing the program, the City Boy movement. So very soon we are going to release all the information that we have. We will tell you all the how can people go to farm when there is no road to their farmlands, and when they produce this food, there is no way they can move this food to the cities or where they can sell them. The road to their farm there's no road. All of them destroyed, flooding, erosions. These are the things, and these things supposed to be done by the state governors, because the state governors are the ones that are supposed to make sure that the state is functional. But they are not doing it. They leave everything for the federal government. So we understand this thing. We are going to make sure that we bring out the truth that has been making Nigeria not working. And part of the which we know today are the governors. We are going to report every information that is happening in the state, local government, and everybody will know that the state governors, they are the cause of the problem in this country. And the only way to move this country forward is for the president to change the strategy, the system. Because some people have recommended regional government. And I'm also of the opinion that yes, maybe regional government will be better because that it was, we used the system before and it was working until these Biafra criminals, they came and destroyed the system that was working. So we want this government to be focused because the legacy will be forever remembered. That is the bottom line. Somebody said to me, if you're a Nigerian and you are not a scammer or not into fraud, my brother and sisters, you are frustrated Nigerian. In fact, you are not a Nigerian because the country itself is calamity to African's nation. Thank you very much. Those are the people from the Biafra criminals. These are the brothers from the southeast of Nigeria running propaganda in the name of Biafra, in the name all kinds of nonsense. They are the one making noise. We know them, and that is because the federal government have not punished criminals. That is why they continue making noise. Adeshino Sadiq say you are correct. We should be able to grow our own food, especially for food security purpose, and grow our naira. Ifeanyi Chukwu, another criminal from the southeast, said, "Oh, this guy obviously are not, normal. Seriously, you need to be arrested to correct your insanity. You arrest your OB first. When you have arrested OB or when you have arrested your criminals in the name of Biafra or IPOP criminals. So you are not advocating for the criminals to be arrested in your own region. You always look for ways to arrest another person. Bunch of criminals from the southeast. You're a terrorist, and you must be dealt with. You have not arrested the people running propaganda on social media, deceiving all of you that Biafra is coming. You have not arrested Obi, who, as a governor, used the state money for his own personal. You have not arrested him. You have not arrested the people that are even the current governor in your state, Anambra, all those places in the southeast. You have not arrested them. You are talking nonsense. You think that it's before that you continue to deceive people. Nonsense. Go and meet your brother, Ifeanyi Oba. That is one of the politicians that I know for a very long time. He has been consistent. Ifeanyi Oba said all the monies, all the wealth is from Lagos. It's not from Anambra. I get me now. So go and build your place. We know that you are jealous of every other tribe that is, of every other region or every other state. We know that you are jealous. That is why you are running propaganda. You want to destroy everything. But you see, your propaganda will end in shame. Anyways, I've done my 2 hours, guys. We'll continue this conversation next time, hopefully, anytime I come live. But please go and sign up for the program, www.thecityboymovement.org. Go there, you will see the link, and you'll be able to register. www.thecityboymovement.org. Volunteer to help in the development of your state, to be able to hold your state accountable. Obi forged certificate. Obi case is even the worst. We will talk about it later. Don't worry. Obi case, Obi forged certificate. According to the Labour Party, his own party. That Obi forged certificate. Obi case is even the worst. Using the certificate of his dead brother, according to the Labour Party spokesman. My brother is a shameful something. Anyways, we'll look at it later. You people think that you can run propaganda. Bunch of criminals. Let Obi become president now. Anyways, guys, of course, you know my name. My name is Akparawa Nsima, the first son of Idu. Our job is to make sure that we continue to fight in order to protect and to defend our land. Our prayers remain that may God continue to protect our president, give him the wisdom and knowledge, to work with the right people, to select the right people, the right team of people that is going to be able to work with him to bring prosperity, success to Nigeria. That's our prayer, guys. And those criminals from the southeast, we know them. In the name of Biafra, Obi, Obingos, Bingos, and Atiku. They will continue to run propaganda for life, and they will fail. That is their own mission. Are you getting me now? We pray for every patriotic Nigerians to be in good health, to be strong and healthy, to enjoy this government, to benefit from Nigeria, and to be proud to be a Nigerian. May God bless all of you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, guys. Stay blessed until I come your way next time.